We are coming to you live from the illustrious gallery and the international world-renowned Theater Y. I am Sean Bunch, and I am sitting here with I don't know how to describe this guy. I mean, it's just an enigma wrapped in a riddle. But if I had to sum it up in one word, and I'll say it quickly so it'll become one word, jazz theater.
Yeah.
So, yes, we're sitting here with the creator and founder of this new way of thinking when you look at theater. And it's also classified as a new genre of theater. And it's a beautiful but strange combination of jazz, improvisation, and theater. Improvised movement, sound, and just all the things that you may normally reject in life are beautifully placed under structure. I am going to be quiet and I'm going to give our dear host the opportunity. Mr. Yamaguchi, if you will, please give us a brief synopsis of your baby, Jazz Theater.
Yeah, my baby. All right. So, yeah, my name is Makoto Yamaguchi, and then I'm the theater artist, and then I've been thinking about the like a new way of the theatrical expression, and then so I wanted to create the theater piece on the fly, basically, and then I wanted to create the theater piece just like a jazz, the music, and that's why it's called the jazz theater. And then so in jazz, the bunch of the players come up together and then create the theme or create a song, and then they improvise based on a chord progression, and then I wanted to actually use the same method and then to make it the theater piece. And then that's why then I was thinking about, okay, how do I do that? And because usually in the jazz, the theater, somebody writes a script, and then the director directs a play, and there's a bunch of performers, and they perform based on that script, and there will be of course conversations, or and also the stage directions and things like that in place. And then I kind of got sick of that things, and because I just wanted to create the theater piece just like jazz, the musicians create the jazz piece.
Okay.
So I was thinking about then maybe we can pre-structure a piece just like the keys and the chord progression in jazz or any sort of music, actually.
So essentially, you're gathering this group of players together as if they were jazz musicians and basically turning their bodies into instruments.
Exactly. Yes.
In a arranged or unorthodox but slightly orthodox way.
Yeah. So the approach is very unorthodox.
Okay.
But I tend to use a lot of technique from the theater.
Okay.
The theatrical method, and then I've been influenced by the theater artist called Jerzy Grotowski.
Okay.
And then he's the he's known for the physical acting,
Okay.
and then he almost denied the use of any sort of the technology,
Okay.
and any sort of the pre-recorded sound and then lighting, and they just want to he just wanted to create the theater piece just by the physical performance by the actors, and then I think that is the like ultimate the theater piece.
Okay.
Because it's not that I deny, reject all the theater technology, but I believe that theater should be the created or the like pure theater forms should be created by only physical
The bodies.
performance or the bodies of the performance,
Mm-hmm.
and then so that's the kind of like my ideal form of the theater, and then so I just wanted to incorporate the movement and then sound will be also created by the performers,
Okay.
and then also the whole conversation is going to be all gibberish.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I want this is something I learned since I came to this country, and then when I came to the States, I'm originally from Japan, and when I came to the States, I didn't really understand English actually,
Okay.
and then but I love the theater, and then I went to see a lot of the theater productions.
Well, you're not alone in that, because I've been here for 43 years now, and I'm still figuring English out. So, you know.
Well, anyway, so whenever I mean, I went to New York, and I went to see a lot of plays, mostly off Broadway, and sometimes the Broadway shows. But whenever I realized that whenever I saw great production, I could actually follow the story. I could understand the story, although I didn't really understand the language. So, and then pretty much all they're talking is the speech was pretty much like a gibberish to me.
Okay.
But I really understood what's going on when I saw the great production.
Okay.
So that was the kind of the hint about this jazz theater operation. I thought that I could use it just gibberish.
So I have a two-part question.
Yeah.
First, during your time as a theater player, producer, and every other facet you worked in the theater world, have you ever encountered anything like this jazz theater that you've created? And secondly, who are some of, if any, jazz musicians, past, present, and future, that inspired you to further this project along?
Well, the gibberish is actually not really new in the theater, because when I learned like when you do acting and when you do like doing work on the theater production, and when you don't have lines yet,
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times actors use gibberish, and then instead of the real lines,
Mm.
and then so that they can actually play the scenes, and then but because they don't want to just keep holding their scripts, so just they use gibberish.
So it's basically the gibberish is a window to get the actions into muscle memory, and then it transitions into the actual words being spoken in the scene.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's the so the gibberish is really not the new in the theater world, and then it's quite often used in the rehearsal process.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, but I thought that why don't we use that in production, because it's quite fascinating. And then when you use a gibberish, it's an international word. Nobody understands it, but everybody understands it in a way, because they can follow as long as we do the proper action, or if we can explain with the use of our bodies, and then the audience should be able to understand the scenes.
Okay.
Even though it's like completely enigmatic, it's not the proper language, but the audience should be able to understand it.
Yes.
So that was the kind of a hint. I thought, oh, why don't I use the gibberish? Yeah, and then about the jazz musicians, I love the jazz music, and then I learned a little bit about the history of the jazz, and then of course like Charlie Parker, and then
Mingus and all the rest.
yes, and then also the Dizzy.
Yes.
Gillespie. And then I like the attitude.
Yes, and all hail the
when-
Duke, by the way.
When they creating the jazz pieces, or they actually inventing the new style of the music.
Yes.
And then like I was pretty much like because like a Dizzy, he's like a mathematician. Basically, he's like a scientist.
Okay.
Or engineer, and then he just wanted to do create the music in a way that almost like scientists or engineers come up with like a certain theories.
Yes.
And then so I kind of I like the especially Dizzy and the Charlie Parker. I mean
Yes.
the bebop period. I was heavily influenced by that, and also not just the jazz, but the I love the John Cage. John Cage is the like a god of the new experimental music.
Okay.
And then I really like his attitude toward the creating art.
Yes.
So I mean that's the whole my kind of like kind of background. Yeah.
So for me, about maybe I'll say about 10 years ago, and I'm late, I know, but 10 years ago, through a gentleman, he's a hip hop artist. He's made the transition, God rest his soul now. His name is Daniel Dumile, or you may know him as MF Doom. He dropped an album called Mad Villainy, and he did a song with, what's the brother's name? It's gonna come to me. Lord Quasimoto, and they had some excerpts of Sun Ra. He's a jazz musician. Back in the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. And all of his music was jazz music was based on things from outer space. What would jazz music sound like on Mars, Jupiter, different other planets, different galaxies and stuff like that? And I fell in love with it immediately. And this sort of reminds me of that. It's not in the same as his question is what jazz would sound like. This takes me like, well, what would theater be like in some of these other places and planets? And have you ever went there in your mind and said, hey, what would art in the theater form look like on another planet? Have you ever wondered that?
No, not really. Not really. Yeah, but well, that would be kind of interesting. I never thought of that. But the my goal or my purpose or reason in doing this is that I really always want to pursue the what's real, pursue like an ultimate reality in art or our life. And then through the theater work, and then I was really fascinated by the theater, and then it is like my thing, my blood, and then this is something that I really wanted to do in my life, and then I just wanted to. It is like my religion in a way. Yeah, it's like I just wanted to see the reality.
So it became ritual.
Yes. So like so. I think of the theater work is the really part of my identity.
So your first American production, it was during Christmas time. It was your interpretation of an internationally known classic called Bluebird.
Yeah.
Only if you'd like. Would you like to touch on that, the process, and any upcoming plans for a continuation on that project?
Yeah, so I did, the Bluebird was originally written by the Belgian playwright called Maurice Maeterlinck, and then that is the play that I wanted to direct for a long time, actually. But I really did not know how, because the play is it's a very long production with a lot of characters. It's like as many as 50 characters, and then it's a really supernatural the plays. And then nowadays, well, I've never seen the real Bluebird production in my life. And then, but that's it's just because of this impossibility of this, the play. So I just wanted to challenge it.
Oh, okay.
And, so I was then when I started the jazz theater, and of course recently, when I thought of what play that I can actually work on through this jazz theater operation. And then I immediately thought, why not the Bluebird? Because the Bluebird is like a super impossible, supernatural play.
Okay.
It's perfect for operation. So.
So basically, you came to the gym, you did a couple of stretches, and then you just threw 1,000 pounds on each side of the weight, and you just started lifting. This guy, man. He said, you know what? If I'm gonna debut anything here, it might as well be something people say, you did that?
Yeah.
What was that like?
What is it like? I don't know, but it was a great fun. Yeah.
Well, I don't see any gray hairs at it, so.
No, but I lost a bunch of hair from up here. Yeah, but it was a great fun, and then that's the jazz theater actually make it possible to create the productions like that. So the next project I've been thinking about something supernatural as well, and then my friend and my colleague Sean suggested using some mythology, Egyptian mythology, and I thought I was kind of intrigued by that idea. So I started doing some research on that, and that's something that I kind of want to take on for the next project. And also I recently saw very different kind of production of the Christmas Carol. I was thinking about doing that maybe for the next the Christmas production.
Okay.
We just did the Bluebird. Bluebird is actually a Christmas play. And then so maybe like end of next year, maybe we're gonna put on the Christmas Carol in the jazz theater version. I think that might be kind of interesting.
So just taking back a few steps, back to the Bluebird. Has the bird been caged, or Are we gonna see more?
Okay. No, it is just the beginning, and then we're gonna keep developing this the show.
Look up, guys. The bird is still in flight.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the great thing about this jazz theater production is that we can actually recreate almost any time on the fly. That's a great thing about the jazz theater. So we got the older people, and then there's we don't have any lines to memorize,
which makes everything super fun and easy.
Yeah. So and all you have to do is just lots of movement and making weird sound and noise and speaking gibberish, and then just play each other, and then within the structure. So that's the tricky part. And also we do a lot of the audience interaction, and that is actually part of the operation, and because that's something that we do in a ritualistic.
Touch on that a little bit more. Yeah. Audience participation. So are you encouraging people to join you on stage, or just to participate from where they're seated? And what level of participation? Is it just sounds? Maybe someone in the form of improv yell out a situation where we react and recreate it, or
everything, pretty much everything. So I want the audience to really actively participate and come on stage and do the improvisation and making the sound and gibberish, everything, and create the show together. And then that's the that's what we want, and then that makes the whole ritual complete. Because it's any sort of ritual practice. It's not just the like a priest or a monk. It's just that all the people who are there, they are all participants.
So it becomes this one night of immersive interaction where there are no walls. I paid to see this play, but then now I'm suddenly a part of it. We get this great review, and now I started off as an audience member, and now I'm touring with the company.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah, that would be ideal, and then that would be a great. I think that would be ultimate like a theater experience. You just want to.
It is
not just watching or listening to the actors, but you become active participants. I really influenced by some I'm like a heavy metal music, and when I go to a concert, I really want to really actively participate, sing together, and then do things together. Sometimes I feel like I want to go up on the stage and dance, and with the musicians, and then because I really want the active participants in the concert, and I want the audience to feel the same way. So that's my ultimate.
So this works two ways, guys. This works two ways. You can either have your dinner before and burn the calories, or you can have your dinner after, working up an appetite. So you'll stay fit, you'll have fun, and then you'll have some lovely footage to take home to the family and say, hey, we went and were a part. I didn't know you guys were actors in the play. Yeah, we were recruited that night. How did you audition? We started making sounds.
Yeah.
Woo! And now you're on stage.
Yes. Yeah.
So what's next?
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, we have our performers, my beloved performers, including Sean, and then you guys, you guys can come to our workshop, and you guys can participate anytime. So just let us know.
And where is the workshop?
It is at the Theater Y in Chicago, and then we do workshop on Wednesday, It's supposed to start at the 6:30, but
We're on CP time.
yeah, like a,
So,
like a
just as-
6:30 or
right.
7-ish. Then yeah, please let me know if you want to come and then participate, and we welcome anybody, really, kids or grown up and elderly people. Doesn't matter,
I'm gonna tell you now, guys.
Everyone.
Here is a beautiful opportunity to learn discipline, and at least you can take this away. It's hard not to remember your lines. So if you're ever in the situation, oh, I forgot my lines. Wait, there are none. I do. Yi kato to to to. So just remember, jazz theater is a place for you to express your freedom, creativity, and artistic vision under the guidance and the tutelage of
Makoto Yamaguchi.
And this has been Theater Wide today. Join us the next time this camera comes on. You may be sitting in the hot seat. Peace.